Hi guys, it's been a little second since I've chatted with you, and I took a little break intentionally from YouTube, and I also feel like I took a little break from posting a ton on Instagram too. So much stuff has been going on. There's been some sad things, which I'll start with, and then there's happy things too, which I'll end with. But I've really missed you guys. I hope you're doing well. Let me know in the comments how you guys have been doing. I really have missed y'all. Honey's joining me and Camper's down there, so if you hear some licking or panting. And before we get into this video, since I am going to be talking about some sensitive topics, I think that this sponsor is great for today's video because I am partnering with BetterHelp to share a little bit about their online therapy options. You guys know I have been a big fan of therapy since I was in high school. I'm a huge advocate, and I love that BetterHelp gives you so many great resources to make it less scary to do therapy and also just easier and more affordable because you get to do it online and you don't actually have to go into an office. BetterHelp also has a network of over 30,000 licensed therapists, which is amazing because you can find someone that is your perfect fit. And to get started, it's super easy. You just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences for your therapy, and that will help them match you to your perfect therapist that's in their network. So if you guys are interested in starting therapy with BetterHelp, I actually have a 10% off code for you for your first month. It's BetterHelp, betterhelp.com/Kristen, and that's going to get you 10% off of your first month. So I really encourage you guys to check that out if you're interested. Now let's go ahead and get into today's little life update. Just get into the biggest reason why I took a little break, and that is because a few months ago my dad was diagnosed with cancer, and this was like a huge shock to our whole family. Obviously, it's like the worst, scariest news that you could ever get, and I'm not gonna cry in this video because I'm just not. I'm not gonna open that portal and begin to be an emotional mess in this video. It really shook up our whole world, and I knew I just needed to like take a little bit of time off to focus on what's most important, which is family and being there for your family. Thankfully, the cancer that he was diagnosed with was very treatable, but I've never had someone so close in my life be diagnosed with cancer, and there's so many things and scans and tests and waiting times and like options for treatment. It's just a very emotionally draining process. And it's like we would hear good news and then it'd be like, oh, but wait, this could also be wrong, and it would be really scary news. He had to get PET scans to make sure the cancer was only contained to one place. And then there was like a huge nodule on my dad's lung, and they were like, well, this could be lung cancer, or the cancer could have spread, or this could have been from him being sick a few months ago. And then you have to wait weeks to find out what it is. So he was actually about to go in for a lung biopsy, and the doctor did like a final scan, and the nodule on his lung had almost completely gone away on its own. So the doctor said there was like no need to even do a biopsy because that meant that it was probably just leftover like irritation from when he had bronchitis, which was such a huge relief. Cancer's so scary because it can spread and then it can get worse and like take over, and so we were very happy that he didn't even have to do the lung biopsy. That was like a whole 2-week process that was just so stressful. A few weeks ago, my dad went in for his procedure. He got all the cancer taken out, and then they had to send that off to a lab to see if it had spread to his lymph nodes, and it hadn't spread to his lymph nodes. So that was a huge miracle and something that we were praying for. And now the last step of this like whole emotional, horrible, scary roller coaster is just seeing in 6 weeks testing his blood levels. So if you guys would please pray for my dad and my mom. My mom has been very strong through this, but also like obviously very scared and stressed. So I'm just so excited for this to be behind us because you guys know I'm not gonna cry, but my dad is I'm so close to my dad, and just seeing him in pain and stressed out and scared has been very sad. God is so good, and he has answered our prayers, and you know, the fact that my dad didn't have to do chemo or radiation was such a huge answer to prayer. And I have dog hair all over me, but yeah, seeing one of your closest people in your life just struggling with something like that, and just having those horrible intrusive thoughts of like, you know, your mind just goes to the worst places, and seeing my mom so stressed out, it's just like a very draining situation. So I am just so thankful that this is almost all behind us, and my dad has been so strong through it. And if you're going through something like this with someone you love, I'm so sorry, and I'm praying for you for strength and peace and for healing, because it is the worst. My dad is the best, and they actually just bought a house super close to us, so I just feel like this chapter of sadness and scariness is closing, and we can just like move on to a happy, free era of just like living super close to each other and being able to enjoy it, and just not having this like dark cloud over us. Also, something really happy family-wise is that my sister is coming to visit us in a few weeks, and she's gonna be here for like 3 whole weeks, and I'm just so excited to spend time all together as a family. Last time I saw my sister was in October when we were in Cinque Terre with them, and I missed them so much. So I'm very excited to see her soon, and maybe we'll make some videos for you guys because she's the best. I'm just really excited for her to be able to come here and stay with me, because usually it's us going over there, and then usually they would come to Florida and stay at my parents' house, but now that my parents live here, it just feels easier to just like all be together in a place that we're settled. The next big life update that you guys have been asking about a lot is our house situation. And although I can't go into all of the details right now, but I will be able to soon, I want to let you guys know that everything is great. We're currently living in this house that we half own with our friends Stevie and Suzanne, so it's kind of a perfect situation because we feel super cozy in this house. We love this house. We've slowly transformed it into a place that like I actually absolutely love living here. Like, I could live in this house forever. It's like perfect size, it's all that we need, but obviously that's not the plan to live here forever. But right now we feel super cozy and settled in here. And I also want to do a house tour of this house because I realized that I have never shown you guys around this house. I feel like as someone that follows influencers or like people that I love, it's so fun to get a peek into their home and like the little layout of it. So I would love to do that for you guys. Honestly, it just keeps slipping my mind, but I'm gonna do that really soon, okay? Just make sure to remind me because I might forget. We have very exciting things coming up about our future home, so just be patient. There are reasons that we haven't talked specifically about things that are going on yet, but very soon you guys will know all the details. I'm also going to be annoying and tell you guys that I have more life updates that I can finally share in like a few weeks. I know you guys have seen my little teasers here and there about a project that I've been working on for literally 3 years. Yeah, because I started working on it right when I got pregnant with James. So that is something that I'm going to be able to finally share with you guys in the next few weeks, which I am so excited about. I have like all the most exciting announcements coming soon. One that I'll be able to share with you guys in a couple of weeks. And then after that, I have another huge announcement that's going to come like a month later. And then also more things. So I'm very excited about that. What else has been going on in my life? Just got back from Florida. We were there for almost 3 weeks. And we were there to go lobstering in the Keys. We go every single year with Marcus's family. If you don't know what lobstering is, it's basically, there's just like a few days a year that you're actually allowed to catch lobster because they don't want them to be overfished. So we go every year to the Keys for this thing called mini season, and it's like the season of lobstering right before it's open to like industrial fisher people. We caught some lobsters. We didn't catch like the most amount that you can catch because you're only allowed to catch a certain amount. And the thing is, you want to limit out every year so each person can catch 6 lobster a day. And we only ended up catching like 18 lobsters, but that's okay because it was still really fun. I got Starbucks for the first time today in so long because I was telling you guys on Instagram, I feel like Starbucks is so hit or miss, especially with the drink that I always get, which is the brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. If you order this drink, tell me if you feel the same, but I feel like it's so inconsistent. It's either absolutely delicious or it's absolutely gross. And today I will say I would give it an 8 out of 10. It wasn't a day where it tastes like sour battery acid, which, love that for me. It's very hard keeping secrets on social media because it just kind of makes you feel like you can't really share anything because you're waiting to share something else. So I'm very excited for the upcoming weeks. I love you guys. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out BetterHelp. I will have all of the information down in the description box. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon. Bye.